Hi, Debbie Chu here from Chew on Vegan, and welcome back to my kitchen. If you're new here, I'm a plant-based RN and I follow the Starch Solution. The Starch Solution was a program developed by Dr. John McDougall, and he wrote a book called The Starch Solution. In it, he details a beautiful way of eating that is starch-centered. It helped me lose those last 15 pounds, and I was able to do it without counting calories, measuring my food. So if you'd like more information on that, I will leave a link to his book in the description box below. On my channel, you will find quick and easy whole food plant-based recipes. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe and make sure you hit that notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a video, which is every Tuesday and Saturday. You can follow me on Instagram at Chew on Vegan. And if you're new to this way of eating or just curious, or maybe you feel like you need some more support, I started a Facebook group. We have almost 1,300 members in the Facebook group now, and we're very active, a lot of sharing of photos and recipes, and it's a great place to pose your questions. We're a real supportive group. So if you'd like to join that group, I will leave a link in the description box below. In today's video, I'm going to show you two really simple 50-50 plate meals that are something I eat all the time in some variation or another. So the first recipe is going to be some pasta, and I'm going to show you how I kind of dress that up. And then I'm going to make a fennel and apple salad, really light and refreshing. And I love to do like pasta and a salad, but I really like using fennel. So I will show you how I'm going to put that all together. And then the second recipe will be hash browns and some veggies, which is super simple, I know, but you know what? We want to keep it simple. Simple is the way to do this way of eating. When things are simple and not complicated, you will most likely continue doing it, especially if you're getting results. So I will show you how I make my hash browns. I think I've made hash browns every way possible in the world, but I don't think I've shown you this way. Super easy. And then just veggies. I mean, you can't go wrong with a big bowl of veggies. So let's get started. To make this simple pasta recipe, I just cooked 1 cup of gluten-free pasta. This is elbow macaroni. You can have whatever kind you'd like. And then I just put it back in the hot pot. And then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some of my 3-2-1 dressing. And you want to do it while it's hot because it will definitely absorb into the pasta. Just, you know, like 2 or 3 tablespoons. Make sure everything is coated. Then I'm going to add in about a cup of super greens. And this is, or power greens. This is chard, kale, and spinach. And you get that all mixed in. And that's just going to wilt from the heat of the pasta. And then I like to add a little bit of dill. And you can, you know, change the spices up, it's fine. A little granulated garlic. And a couple pinches of Himalayan pink salt. If you're salt-free, certainly leave that out. So we're just gonna stir this up. I'm gonna put the lid back on and just set it on the stove. And we'll let this kind of wilt in there, the greens. And while that is happening, we're gonna put our salad together. So I'm starting with some spring mix. I just put it in my salad bowl here. And now I'm gonna use my little shears here to cut them up into smaller pieces. This is just my personal preference. I find it easier to eat. And I can fit more into the bowl. Okay, we're just gonna set this aside and then I'm gonna work on the rest of the salad. So we have a fennel bulb here. I bought this one at Trader Joe's and theirs come already trimmed up, but I like to save these little green things on here because they're great for a garnish. Then we're gonna be using my mandolin to get really thin slices. First thing I'm gonna do is cut the top off here. And we're gonna save this. Like I said, I want the little green for garnish. And then I'm gonna cut the end off. All right. Now there's a couple schools of thought. Some people say take the outer leaves off. And if they look kind of funky, I will, but these look okay. And this is always dicey, so no pun intended. So be careful. And when I start, I just, you know, do it this way. Then as it gets lower or smaller, I use this great attachment which will help protect your fingers because this baby is sharp. So let's see. Yeah, I think I want these a little bit thinner. So I have it on 3. I think I'm gonna put it on 2 and see if that is better. It's more of what I want. And let's see what 1 looks like. I think I like 1. So you'll have these really nice thin slices of fennel. Okay, so we'll just throw our fennel in here. I'm gonna leave these thicker ones. I like the thinner ones better. Then we're gonna cut up our apple, and I'm using an envy apple, which are my all-time favorites. I've talked about them before. They're so good. So if you can get these in your area, get an envy apple. If you like a sweet apple, and this is sweet, love it. Okay, so we're gonna cut up our apple the same way using the mandolin. Cut it like this, and because that's the shape I want for my salad. Of course, you can do whatever you'd like. And also I want to say if you don't have a mandolin, you can use a knife and just try to cut them as thin as possible, but you can get a really inexpensive mandolin on Amazon. So you get these beautifully thin slices of apple. We're gonna throw those in the salad. And then, shocker, I'm gonna use my 3-2-1 dressing. So that way it's on the pasta, it's in your salad. Toss, make sure everything gets coated. If you're not on a weight loss portion of your plan, you could add some walnuts to this, which would be yummy. And the more you toss it, the more you're gonna distribute the dressing. So I toss mine for quite a bit of time. And make sure that all the greens, the apple, the fennel have dressing. And I seem not to use as much dressing that way. And look how pretty. I mean, if you have not tried fennel, it's a really underrated vegetable. At least I never really thought about fennel till I was plant-based and started using it, and it's really tasty. And there you have your perfect 50-50 plate. Low calorie density, filling, delicious. So now on to our second 50-50 plate that is low calorie density and starch solution compliant. Is I'm going to do some hash browns and I'm gonna do some veggies. I've showed these before. These are the hash browns I like to use. I get these at Trader Joe's. They're basically just potatoes, shredded potato hash browns. Most stores have these. If you don't have these in your area, then I would just bake some potatoes, put them in the fridge overnight, and then you can just shred them yourself in the morning. I think it's better to have them pre-cooked. They come out better. So we're just gonna throw some of these in my bowl here. So I don't measure, I just throw some in a bowl, I eyeball it, and then I'm just gonna throw some spices in here. And these are my standards: granulated garlic, onion powder, and some smoked paprika. Probably a half to a teaspoon of each. If you want to add salt, that's up to you, but I feel like with this spice combo, I really don't need salt. And then I'm just gonna mix it up, get it all incorporated. Another thing you can do if you want, you can microwave these for like a minute or two just to get them a little bit softer, and then the spices might stick better, but yeah, I'm okay. Then you wanna line your air fryer basket with parchment paper and put your hash browns in there. And then I like to give them a shake so they're in a nice even layer, and then we're going to air fry these at 400 for about 10 minutes. I'll check it at 10 and see how they're doing. Another perfect 50-50 plate. Crispy hash browns. I just steamed a variety of veggies: cauliflower, green beans, broccoli, and carrots. And then I'm just gonna add some of my delicious cheese sauce here. And I did modify the recipe and I like it a lot better. But hello, look at this. I'm gonna get some ketchup for my hash browns, and then we're ready to eat, people. So here are the two 50-50 plates. These are great lunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever you want. I forgot to tell you, I added some red pepper flakes onto this one, onto my pasta, a little bit on the salad. That's optional. So let's give these a taste. Okay, so 50-50 plate number one, pasta with my 3-2-1 dressing and some spinach. Put a little dill in there, a little garlic powder, and then my salad, some spring mix, fennel, and some sweet envy apple. I put a little red pepper flakes on top, so let's give this one a try. Pasta is excellent. Let's do some fennel so I get the perfect bite. Got fennel, apple, and spring mix. I like that red pepper flake on there too. Ooh, that's good. I love having the combination of hot and cold. I love that. You know I love that. I love having 3-2-1 dressing on both of them. It ties it together. It's a winner. Okay, number one, let's try. Number two 50-50 plate, classic hash browns, veggies with cheese sauce. I mean, you can't go wrong. I'm gonna just try some of my veggies with my new and improved cheese sauce. And these hash browns come out so super crispy in the air fryer. Whoops. That wasn't pretty. I mean, you can't go wrong with hash browns. And I love making them in the air fryer because 10 minutes, you can just walk away and they come out super crispy. Just don't forget to put parchment paper or they will like fall through and then that won't be good. All right, so those are the two recipes that I've got for you today. Hope you give them a try, hope you enjoy them. If you do give them a try, leave me a comment below. I love to hear from you guys and I do try to answer or respond to all of the comments. And remember that all my recipes are good for you, they're good for the animals, and they're good for the planet, and what you put on your plate determines your fate and your weight. Until next time, thank you. So if that sounds good to you, why am I standing like that? Please subscribe and make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. And scene.